Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Wish Infinite. So this is my second live video for the live quiz for Playwright interview questions. And for joining this quiz, you need to join this Slido. I've already shared the link into the chat window, or also you can have this QR code scan. Let me share that with you. So this is the QR code which you can scan and join this quiz. Already we have 3 people who have joined, Abhishek, Rids and Anu. So today in the first video I have discussed some basic questions related to the introduction of the Playwright, right? And there were some other basic topics. In today's live quiz we are going to cover other topics like locator, VS Code extension, right, async, await keyword, fixture, page fixture. So all these topics we would be covering. Okay, I will wait for 2 more minutes to join the people, and then we can continue with the quiz. So once you join, once I show the question, you need to answer it within 60 seconds. And I would suggest you to be onto this particular slide because there is some lag which would be there into the YouTube video which you would be seeing, right? It comes after 10-15 second delay. So you must be seeing this Slido questions first, and then you would be getting it into the video. We have 5 people who have already joined. We will start after 2 minutes. So you can answer this question within 60 seconds. I will show the answer, and then I will also explain that why is that particular answer which is right. Okay, and if you have any doubts, you can let me know into the chat, so we can try to resolve that issue, right? Resolve that doubt. So we have Abhishek, Chandru, Chaitra, Riz, Kush, and Anu who have already joined. Let's wait for 1 more minute, and then we will start the quiz. And apart from that, also, if you feel that you need any help or you have some doubt, you can let me know into my YouTube comments, whatever the video which you are watching, and I can try to connect onto the comment itself. Usually I reply there onto the each and every YouTube comment. We have one more viewer who has joined, Baba. And guys, please let me know into the comment if my audio, video things are clear there for the video. This is the link which I am displaying onto the screen. You can join it through this particular link. I have provided this link onto the chat window. And now I think we can start. Enough people have joined, and if new people will join, they can join it through this particular link or this QR code which is there onto the screen. And here is the code which it will require, 4276409. So you need to go to this slido.com, and then you need to provide the details. And I would suggest provide your original name so that it would be easy to pronounce that particular name, right? Okay guys, so let's start. If you are able to see my screen, please let me know into the comments if you're facing any issue related to the audio video. Okay, I'm starting the quiz. Be there onto the Slido slide so that you would be able to see the quiz, and then once I will explain, you can see the video at that time. Okay, so I'm starting this quiz. Here we have this first question. So this question is related to the VS Code extension, and the question is, which VS Code extension is officially recommended for working with Playwright tests? And here are all the options: Selenium Tools, Playwright Test for VS Code, Cypress Helper, or Test Runner JS. You can select the correct answer. You have around 30 seconds left. Two people have already answered. After that, I will be showing the correct answer once this timer is finished. And hurry up, guys. I would also show the leaderboard in between so that you would be able to see who is answering all the correct questions, and they would be higher onto the rank. And also, the people who answer early would be there onto the top, right? If let's say 3 people are answering correct, so the one who has given answer within less time would be there onto the top. And now we have got 6 answers here, and 83% have selected Playwright test for code, Playwright test for VS Code, and there are some people who have selected Test Runner JS. And now let me reveal the correct answer first. So the correct answer is this one, Playwright test for VS Code. So if you will use the VS Code, and there if you want to use the Playwright, I would suggest to get this particular extension. With this you would be getting so many options also. I will just quickly show this Playwright extension to you. So once you will open the VS Code, here under the extensions, in the installed section, right, you would be able to see this Playwright test for VS Code. It is created by Microsoft.com. Okay, from here you can install it, right? For me it is already installed, so it is showing uninstalled button here. And once you will install it, you would be able to see this testing section there into your VS Code at left hand side. And here you would be seeing all the tests which you have kept inside the tests folder, and there you would be having different options to run, debug, okay, to watch that particular test. Apart from that, there are many other options like pick locator, recording option, right? So you can go through these options. And for this I have also created one video with where I am explaining all the options, that how you can use it. So from there, if you are not having any idea about this, you can watch that video. I will provide link of such videos into the comment also, so that it would be easy for you to go through those videos. Now we can go to the leaderboard quickly. So we have Chandru onto the top. After that we have Viz, Anu, Vaibhav, and Chatra. Okay, now we can go to the next question. So here is the question: which feature of the Playwright test for VS Code extension allows you to run and debug tests directly from the editor without using the terminal? So here are all the options: Playwright command palette, Playwright test explorer, Playwright autorunner, and Playwright debug panel. I have just shown it onto the VS Code screen, so you can answer the correct option here. We have 20 more seconds left, so guys, hurry up. Already all the people have already answered. We have 8 seconds left. Okay, so we have got all the answers. So 29% people have selected Playwright Test Explorer, and 57% people have selected Playwright Autorunner, and 14% have selected Playwright Debug Panel. And now let me reveal the correct answer. Less people has given that particular answer, and the correct answer is Playwright this Test Explorer, right? I have just shown you onto the screen. Just let me quickly show it to you again. So this is the one, see, Test Explorer. This is the section from where you would be able to run, debug, tests, right? So that was the question, right? From where you would be able to run and debug test directly from the editor. So here also this test explorer section is there. Apart from that, if you will open any test, let me open it. So here also you would be getting option to run the test. Also you can debug the test from here, right? Once you will install this Playwright VS Code extension, you will not have to again and again use that command to run the Playwright test, right? Automatically you can run the specific test. You need not to provide only or anything there, right? Whichever the test you want to run, you can simply run it from here. So it is very handy, right? When you are working onto the scripts and when you want to create your scripts and want to test it parallelly. Apart from that, we have UI mode also, that is the separate thing. For that particular topic also, we would be seeing questions into upcoming live video. So guys, if you are still having any doubts, you can let me know into the comments. I would be able to answer. And now we can go to the next question. So here's the question: how can you record user interactions as Playwright code inside VS Code using the Playwright extension? So here are all the options. By using the run test button in the text explorer, by selecting record new from the Playwright sidebar or command palette, requires by pressing Ctrl plus R, which while inside a test file manual waits for each action, by running the npx playwright record in the terminal. We can select the correct answer here. We have already got 3 correct answers. So we want to record the user interactions, right? So which option you would be selecting? It is also related to the VS Code extension. These questions may not come into the interview, but it would be very handy. You should be aware about it, right? If someone asks, it is very basic and it is very handy if you know all these options. 5 people have already answered out of 7, and there are split answers which we have got. So 17% has told that by using the run test button in the test explorer, by selecting record new from the Playwright sidebar or command palette, for that also we have got 17%. It requires by pressing the Ctrl R, for that we have got 33%, and for 33% we have got npx playwright record in the terminal. Now let me reveal the correct answer. So very few people have answered it correctly. So it was by selecting the record new from Playwright sidebar or command palette. Okay. So the question was related to the VS Code, when we are using the VS Code using the Playwright extension, right? And when we want to record user interaction. So usually sometimes to get the locators, what you can do, you can simply record it and then can pick the locators from there, or you can also use pick locator. Okay, let me explain this to you. So once you have installed this Playwright VS Code extension from here, okay, and then you will go to this testing section. Here you would be able to see this Playwright section at the bottom, and here we have this record new. And once you will click onto this record new, it will open a browser, okay, and it will also create one blank test script from, if you will perform any user interaction, it will open a browser also, see. And here you can provide the URL, you can click somewhere. Let's say if you are onto the login page, you can provide username, password, click onto the login button. So all those interactions will get captured. Let me just open something. Google.com I am opening, or wishinfinite.com. I will open my site. So see, once you will hit the site, you would be able to see it, and here you can perform any operations, right? Any actions. Let's say I'm clicking onto this playground. Okay. After that, I want to enter something here. And then I can submit this form. Click onto the OK, and now let me stop this for new option. So see, whatever the actions which we have performed all got recorded. We went to this wishinfinite.com, we clicked onto playground, okay, then we clicked onto text input, then we entered wishinfinite, okay, and then here we handled that dialog once we submitted onto the button, right? Once this dialog is appearing, it should we should dismiss it. Okay, and here once we submitted the form, so all those actions got recorded. And if you want to use it directly inside the script, then also you can use only, I think this line you'll have to remove, because we clicked onto the text button, but usually automatically if we will fill use this fill, it will get entered, right, whatever the value which we enter. Okay, so let me show the leaderboard now. Let me close this browser. So you have got it, right? If you are still having any doubt, you can let me know in the comments. And I'm revealing the leaderboard. So we have Chatra, who is on to the top with 2 correct answer out of 3. Within 2 minutes 36 seconds, he has answered the questions. And after that, we have Chandru, Anu, Abhishek, and Web. Now I will go to the next one. So here's the question. When using the Playwright VS Code extension, what happens if you right click on a test file and select run test? And here are all the options. It only opens the browser without running tests. It executes the specific test file using the Playwright test. It runs all the tests in the project, and it formats the code and runs ESLint. So you can select the correct answer. We have only around 25 seconds left. Guys, hurry up. We have got very few answers here. We have only 15, around 10 seconds left. And guys, try to be onto this Slido, because my video you would be seeing around after 10-15 seconds lag, because of this live. And we have got 6 answers out of 8, and 67% people have selected it executes the specific test file using the Playwright test, and 33% people have selected it runs all the tests in the project, right? So let's reveal the correct answer. So 60% people have selected this correct answer. It executes that specific test file using the Playwright test. Let me just quickly show it to you on the VS Code. Okay, so question was related to this one, where we are here onto our Explorer. Okay, so here we have this test folder where we can keep all the test script files which we want to execute. Okay, and here we can right click, and there we have this run tests option. So what it will do, it will execute all the tests, right, which are there inside this particular test script file on which we have clicked. So we have clicked onto this MCP server temp spec.ts. So for now, here we have only one test, but apart from that, if there would be multiple tests, like let's say if there are 3 or 5 tests, so it would be executing all the tests, right? For an example, here we have 2 tests, so it would be running both the tests inside the test script file. And if there are 10-20 tests, it would be executing all the tests in the one go. For now, I've kept all the videos, all the test script files which I've explained into the Playwright playlists inside this archive folder. If you want to access any of this test script file, you can go. I have named it with the video number, so it would be easy for you to go through and find the video. Also, there is a title, so you can find and you can check the code. Okay, this particular Git repository is public, so anyone can access it. And now let me reveal the leaderboard. And now this time we have Anu, who is on to the top with within 1 minute 47 seconds. She has answered, I think. And then we have Abhishek, Kush, Chatra, and Chandru. Okay, now we can go to the next question. You can go to this Slido. And here is the next question, which is related to the async and await. Why is async await used in Playwright tests? So it is to make tests synchronous, to handle asynchronous browser actions cleanly, to run tests faster, and to avoid using locators. We have four options. We have 30 seconds left. You can answer correct one. So 8 people have answered out of 9. Let's see how many have answered correctly. And usually you would be seeing this async await keyword multiple times there into your test script, right? While developing also, while creating any automation script, you need to use this await keyword more properly, right? Wherever it is required. So I select it, then I will explain. Now last few seconds here and now done. Let's see how many people have answered it correctly. So 38 people have answered that to make tests synchronous, and 63% people have answered that to handle asynchronous browser actions cleanly. Okay, so now let me reveal it. And the correct answer is this option B, to handle asynchronous browser actions cleanly. Okay, so let me show this VS Code. Okay, so guys, here as you can see, we have this Playwright test script. You can open any Playwright test script where you would be able to see this async and await. So we need to provide this async with the anonymous function, which we provide as the parameter to this test block. Okay, this is, and after that we need to use this await keyword for performing different actions. So how you can get to know that where you need to provide the await? So for different actions you need to provide it, right? So that's what we have mentioned. To handle asynchronous browser actions you need to provide this await keyword. And how you can identify it? So for that you can simply go to that particular method. Okay, like here we have this page.goto method, and here we have this promise. It is returning the promise, right? So by this you will get to know that if it is returning the promise, in that case you need to use the await keyword. It is the very simple way to identify that where you need to mention this await, because if you will not mention this await keyword, so sometimes you would not, your Playwright test script would be getting failed, and you would not be able to identify that where exactly why it is getting failed and what is the issue, right? So whenever you are coding anything, just remember that mouse over onto the method, and there you can identify that if it is going to return await or not, right? So here we have this click method. It is the action, right? Get by label method is used to identify the element, right? If you are just identifying, it is not returning the promise. But if you are onto the click, here you would be able to see that it is returning promise, right? Which is void promise. And here as you can see, it is console log, so it would not be returning the promise, right? I can just quickly show you one more test script. So see this fill method, if I will mouse over, we are using a await keyword because it is returning the promise. So similarly, you would be able to identify that where you need to use the await keyword, and at most of the places you will have to use this await if you are using any Playwright method which is performing any action, right? See click, and then we have this text content which is written in the promise, right? Which will give us the text content. So like this you can identify, right? By looking at the name you would not be able to get it. And now we can go to the next question. Now we have this next question, which is in Playwright test, what is the role of the page fixture? Here are all the options. It manages browser installation. It provides a new browser context and page for each test. It used for API testing only, and it stores configuration. So now you can answer it correctly. You would be using, or you would have already used this page fixture so many times, right? It is very basic in each and every step or every script where you are using this UI automation, where you would be using this page fixture. Let's see how many people are able to answer it correctly. 8 people have already answered out of 9. Only 5 seconds left. Hurry up, guys. So in Playwright test, what is the role of the page fixture? For this, 13% people have selected it manages browser installation, and 88% people have selected it provides a new browser context and page for each test. And now let me reveal the correct answer. So this is the correct answer. It provides a new browser context and page for each test, right? Let me quickly explain it to you, and where exactly we need to give this page fixture. So see, in the Playwright test scripts, you would be able to see we have this test block where we provide the title, and then we provide the second argument, which is anonymous function. And for this anonymous function, we have provided this particular argument within the curly braces, which is page. So this is the page fixture of type page. Here you can see more details related to it. Okay, so here you can see this details also. Isolate page instance created for each test. Page are isolated between tests due to fixtures.context isolation. This is most common fixture used in test, right? So if you will use this, if you will get this page here, you can use it with the multiple methods. Like here we are using page.goto, page.locator, right? And on that we would be performing any action, page.getBy methods, and at multiple places you would be using this page fixture, right? See here I am using it with the getBy methods, and on this I'm performing actions. So this was the correct answer, right? It provides a new browser context and page for each instance. So wherever you would be using this page fixture and you will use this page.goto, so it will open a new browser instance where it will open this particular URL, right? And for the next test, again the same thing would be happening. It would be opening a new browser, and there you would be opening the URL, and you would be able to perform all the actions. Guys, still if something is not clear, you can let me know into the comments. Okay, now we can go to the next one. So here is the next and the seventh question of our quiz. How do you access the page fixture inside the Playwright test? By importing page manually, by using test.page, by deconstructing page from the test function argument, and by using browser.page. I have just already explained this particular questions, right? So for this we should have correct answer. How you need to get the page fixture inside the test, right? And guys, these fixtures related questions you would be getting into the interviews, and these are very basic. You should be aware about it, right? Otherwise, I mean, usually if I take the interview, I ask the basic questions first, and if someone is not able to answer it, then what is the point of going further, right? So you should be aware about saying the weight, page fixture, right? How you need to provide the page fixture, what is the use of page fixture, all the things you should be aware about. And we have got two answers. 25% people have given that by using the page test.page, and 75% people have answered this one by deconstructing page from the test function arguments. And let me reveal the correct answer. So we have 75% people who have given the correct answer by deconstructing page from the test function arguments. See, if interviewer asks this question, you need not to answer it like this only, right? By deconstructing page from the test function argument, you can simply mention that inside the test block we need to provide the anonymous function where we need to provide the page, where we provide the page fixture within the curly braces. That is kind of deconstructing the page, right? So like this you can answer. And here I've already explained it, right? Here we have deconstructed it, so that's why we have provided it within this curly braces. So if you need to provide more fixtures like request fixture or any other fixture, you can, or any other custom fixture which you have created, so you need to provide it like this. And for this async, await and page fixture, I have already created one video, in-depth video, so that you can watch that particular video. You will be able to get all these concepts very clearly. I will provide link of this video also. So till now we have covered two videos, right? One is related to the VS Code extension, and second one is related to this async await and the page fixture, right? You can simply go to my playlist. From the top you can watch all the videos, and if you want to watch specific topics which I am explaining here, you can watch those topics. And now let me reveal the leaderboard. So we have Anu, who's on to the top with 5 correct answers within 3 minutes 18 seconds. Then we have Kush, Shreya, Abhishek, and Chatra on to the top 5. And now let's go to the next one. Okay. So which playwright method is used to locate single element onto the page? So here we want to locate a single element, right? Not multiple elements. And here are all the options: page.find, page.getElement, page.locator, and page.element. Right? You can now answer. We have only 35 seconds left. So 6 people have already answered out of 9, 7. Okay. We have 20 seconds left. Guys, I think most of them already answered, and this is very basic, right? You should be aware about it. I'm not saying all the questions you should be aware about, but these are very basic. If you have worked on to the Playwright, you would be aware about such. You should be aware about such questions. If you are not currently aware, you can watch the video related to it. This is my third video, for which I have created this quiz, and we have got 2 answers. 13% self-selected page.find method, and 88% people have selected page.locator. And let me reveal the correct answer. So this option C is the correct one, page.locator. Here we are using the locator method, which will be used to locate the elements, right? Locate the element onto the page. Now let me show it to you into the VS Code. So see, this is the script. You can open any of the script. Everywhere you will be able to see this locator method which I have used. See, let me open this one. See, we have this page fixture. We are using this page.locator, and here we can provide the locator identifier through which it will be able to identify the element. Like here I have provided the XPath. You can also provide the CSS selectors like this here, right? You can also provide, let's say you have only single button, right? So you can just simply provide that HTML tag also within this locator method. So you need to provide page.locator, and then within the quotes you can use single quotes or double quotes, and there you can provide your identifier, XPath, CSS selector, right? And it would be able to identify that element uniquely, right? If you provide the correct identifier here, and on that you can perform any operation. Apart from that, locator method has some more options also, has not, that I have explained into one of my video. But for this locator method I have created one separate video. If you have not watched that video, and if you are not aware about this concept, you can watch that video. I will provide the link of such videos for which we have discussed the question into the comments. And now let me go to the quiz. And now we have 9th question, which is, what does locator.first do in Playwright? So it selects the first visible element only. It selects the first element from the merged locators. It selects the first element on the entire page. And the last one is select the first child element inside parent. So see carefully and then answer. So somehow it is selecting the first element, but how it will select, right? From all the merged locator, from visible elements only, from or onto the entire page, or it will select the child element, right? You have 15 more seconds left. Sometimes I have also used this first with the locator when you are able to see multiple elements with the same identifier, right? Okay, so 38% people have selected that it select the first visible element only, and 63% have selected this select the first element from all the matched locators. Okay, so now let me reveal the correct answer. So this second one is the correct answer, which is select the first element from all the matched locators. Okay, and 63% have answered it correctly. Let me just quickly show it to you into the VS Code. For now, I've not used it inside the script, but I will show you where exactly you need to use it and when exactly you need to use it. So consider a case that we have this element, right, which is sauce labs backpacks with this text, and we are having two such elements, right, where the text is sauce lab backpacks, and your condition, what you want to do, you want to just simply click onto the or select the first item. So in that case, I'm just asking you to assume, right, this particular locator is able to detect two elements. In that case, if you want to click onto the first one, so what you can do, you can simply provide dot and first here. See, automatically it is showing the suggestion. So what it will do, it will find that first element which is there out of the two elements, right, with the same locator, and then on that it would be clicking, or if you want to perform any other operation that you can do. You can try to use it wherever you find multiple elements by giving, if you are providing the XPath or CSS selector, but still you are getting you are not getting the unique element. And now let's go to our slide, and let me reveal the leaderboard. And now we have Shreya, who is on to the top with 6 correct answers within 2 minutes 22 seconds. Then we have Chatra, Anu, Kush, and Abhishek. Okay, now we can move to the next one. And this is the 10th and last question for this particular part. Which locator selector is most preferred according to the Playwright best practice? So first option is CSS selector, second option is XPath selector, third option is text selectors only, and the fourth option is role based selectors like page.getByRole. So you can select the correct answer. I've also I think explained it that which one is the preferred one. I will also show it to you into the Playwright documentation. We have only around 15 seconds left, guys. You can select the correct answer. Only 5 seconds left, guys, and then we can see the answer. Okay, so we have 100% vote for this particular one, which is role based selectors, which is page.getByRole, right? And one is selected the CSS selector, XPath, and text selectors only. Now let me reveal the correct answer, and this is the correct one. So this is the most preferred get by role method, right, which is used for locating the element. And I am not saying it is the preferred one. Playwright team is saying that wherever you can use this get-by-role method to detect the unique element, you should use it. Okay, how to use it, I will quickly show it to you. In one of my video, I've explained all the get-by methods. Let me check it into this script only. I think I've used it. If this like this, you need to use it. Here I'm using this get-by-role, where we need to provide what is its type. See here, if you will mouse over onto that get by rule, we need to provide the rule. So there are multiple rules which can be there, like alert dialog. For this one, it is button. See, we have selected the button. So like this, there would be multiple rules for the specific element, and for this one, it was a button, right? It may be the submit button, I think. And then we have this name :search, right? Okay. So like this, you can use this get by rule method, and here you can provide the rule and the name for that particular thing, right? And here, if you want any other details, you can simply mouse over onto that button, and you would be able to see more details related to this. See here, like this, they have provided heading as the rule, and its name is sign up. Here they have given name as subscribe, name as submit, right? So like this, you can find the unique element. Let me check if we can find unique, any element with such rule. Which website I've used here. Let me try to use it. Let me open it. Or let's run this script. I'll have to move it to the this block, because all the test scripts I've kept inside the archive folder, right? Just to avoid executing them again and again. Okay. Now I'm running this script. Let's see if this website is up till now or not. Okay, now it is blocking this. Cloudflare usually blocks the automation now, so that is okay. You can try to find the element, any other element which is having a rule. Okay, you would be able to see the rule where exactly. Let me see if I have any example available into my site related to this get by rule. Here exactly the that is not available, but you would be able to see the role. It can be button, right? So that you can provide, and you would be having that name for that particular button that you can provide. Okay, I will try to find one exact example for the same, so that it will be easy for you to detect this, right? I will provide it into the comment. And now let's go to our slide, and let's see the leaderboard. So we have Shreya is still on to the top with 7 correct answers within 2 minutes 55 seconds. So well done, Shreya. Apart from that, we have Anu Chatra on top 3, and Kush and Abhishek on to top 5 out of 10 people. Okay, guys. So like this, we can have more sessions where into the next session I would be picking some more new topics and interview questions related to it. We can have the same quiz, and you can try to answer it. I will explain it, and I will also provide link of such videos for which we have discussed the questions into the description, so you can watch those videos, or you can simply go to my playlist where you would be able to find such topics. Okay, so for today we have discussed 3 topics, which were VS Code extension, async await, and the page fixture. Third one was this locator method, right? So apart from that, there is one more topic which we just touched, which was related to the get by rule. Apart from that, there are so many get by methods, right? For that we can see quiz or questions into the upcoming video. And guys, if you have any comments, questions or doubts, you can let me know into the comment section below, and please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Right?